or court, the Osun State High Court of Justice in Ilesha yesterday, and many persons are wondering what really happened, and the state government has come out with a statement to say it will be thoroughly investigated. The political parties, have started trading blames and all of these things. But we have somebody who is a lawyer, is an analyst as well, but very importantly, somebody who has worked and taking briefs to that same Osun State High Court in Ilesha severally, to have a hang of what he thinks about the situation. Barrister Oluwaseun Ajoba joins us virtually. Good morning, Barrister. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Femi. Good morning, Nigerians.
Yes, a quick one because of time. What's your impression of that Inferno that gulfed, a court of the State High Court, rather, one of the courtrooms, and give us a sense of what really happened, if actually there's any development?
Thank you. We were in our different places on Sunday evening when certain police officer put calls across, and eventually we had to then informing us that the court is being touched by unknown men. They got there and they couldn't get anybody. So very early yesterday we went there, and what we saw was very gory, extremely devastating. Because you will see that some hoodlums came to this same court that they came to in 2013, and then this same court had been bungled like twice before this Inferno. You will see that these people came to destroy certain documents unknown to them. Maybe they couldn't find or something. We wouldn't know. But you will see that serious havoc was wreaked on this court. It's unfortunate, but I can tell you the investigation is ongoing, and by the special grace of God, we'll get to the root of this unfortunate incident. The perpetrator can be sure that he has some people, but he or they have some people behind them, and will surely catch up with them. Who exactly we don't know yet, and what the exact intention was, we also don't know. But one thing that is sure is some people came to destroy evidence. Unfortunately, they have failed. That for now is the situation. And immediately we had spoken with the governor. We had spoken with Attorney General is involved, the Chief Judge, although not on ground, but at least his representative had been there. And some people will, and in a couple of minutes, will also be there to assess the ugly situation. And then from there, we'll move on.
All right, Barrister. The Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, Osun State Chapter, they've released a statement condemning the attack. And part of the statement reads, "This is not the first time this court has been targeted. It marks the third attack on the same premises following incidents in February 2017 and another in 2021. The recurrence of these attacks raises serious concerns about the security of judicial infrastructure and safety of judiciary workers." Barrister, I'd like to ask you this. Why this court? Why are we having, incessant, repeated attacks on this same court? According to this report by the Judiciary Staff Union of Nigeria, they are saying this is the third time this particular high court has been attacked. So my question to you is, what is the economic importance of this court? Why are they targeting this court? Do you have any idea as to why this court has been a target so far?
That question is about a $500 million question. Because if we know why, of course, we would have taken steps to forestall the occurrence. Like I said, 2013 was the first time, 2017, the attacks in about, I think about 2 years or thereabouts, and the present one. The reason is not known immediately as we speak, but this time around, we are intentional and more determined to make sure that we get to the root of it. But for now, we wouldn't know. But one thing that we know is it must be by a litigant who is afraid of the consequence of what is coming to him. perhaps his act or something.
Oh, so you are ruling out. You are ruling out any political influence. You feel it might just be a litigant. So are you technically ruling out any political undertone to this?
The thing is that court, the political. That court is a court that when you go there, you are coming to do serious work. The judge is one of our best in the entire country. I can vouchsafe that. But is somebody you can't say you want to reach him or something, no. But the political thing coming into this, sincerely, I want to say no, because I'm not too sure that there are too many political cases before my lord sitting in that court, but it must be from litigants. Right. That's where we are beaming our searchlights. Right. All the cases that are coming up for judgment, all the sensitive cases there, we are looking at happenings, and we have sent so many things into town, and I'm sure by this time around, God's grace, we'll get to the root of it.
Yeah. When you say we, who are you referring to?
Oh, I'm just one person. Okay. Of course, the NBA is there, the government is involved, judiciary is involved. Yeah. All of us, like you said, like that of Osun yesterday, they are also part of the thing. It's going to be teamwork.
You understand. The state government has come out with a position on the matter, and they describe the arson as an unjustifiable attack on the state judiciary. And they said the incident, which happened overnight, led to the destruction of court-sensitive documents and exhibits, with the entire building largely burnt to the ground. Thorough investigation must be conducted by the security agencies to apprehend the suspect and ensure they face the consequences of the actions. I further direct security agencies to beef up surveillance across the various court buildings. Additionally, the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice is to join hands with the Ministry of Works and Infrastructure for the immediate rehabilitation of the burnt building. And Governor Adeleke, he described the attack as a threat to democracy, said the judiciary remains a civilized and critical habitat of the democratic process, urging support rather than attack for the judiciary. That was the statement signed by the spokesperson of the state governor, Olawale Rashid. Now, that particular court, I'm sure many persons, especially who work in Ilesha, maybe you are involved as well. At a time, they were involved in, clearing the bushes and preparing the place. It's a court that many persons have, that affinity for because of the kind of work that they do there. Now, the NBA, you're a member of the NBA in Ilesha, I guess, in the state as well. One will say, what happened to the security? Have there been questions? Or the court is just porous? It's on the highway. I know the court quite well. And so is it just a free for all, accessible to anybody? What happened to the security?
Sorry, I didn't actually get you properly.
I mean, is the court a kind of building that is open for anybody to just access? What are the security agencies that are guarding the court saying? Do they have any?
Well, not yet. But, the very first thing we are trying to put across, that we are going to put across to the government, is that, that place is on GRA.
Right.
Unfortunately, virtually all the areas, surrounding that court have been allocated to some individuals who have refused to develop. So the place is surrounded by bushy environment. Are you getting it? Right. So because the whole place is bushy, it was easy, and it is still easy for anybody to come in through the and of course, we also have some part of the fencing had also been given way. So eventually, you have people being able to infiltrate through those areas. But what we gathered, the security architecture, like if I may use that word, in that place is extremely porous. But because, as a matter of fact, the police came in after the last incident, and it was when those people got there that they found out that place was actually on fire on that day. And for now, we are not leaving it to the government. We're also taking the bull by the horn, and by special grace of God, in a couple of days, that place will be technologically protected. We are working on that at the level of the bar. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the Osun State government. There have been immediate response, not only in terms of the release, but in terms of the people in government coming around, maybe because they are part of us, but I would say far beyond that. They have been very immediately. It happened yesterday. Honorable Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy was on ground. He's a lawyer and he's from here. The Honorable Commissioner for Health also was on ground. And to assess, and the calls were put across to different people that matter. Attorney General, of course, is actually gathered by what they said that there will be renovation and some other. But more importantly, the government will have to meet with the government and to see that those that are the neighbors to that court should have either the holding on the parcel of land here, which is the non-GRA, they should have it. Either they should invalidate or whatever they want to do, but then that place cannot continue to be like that because of the pushing nature of the entire environment.
All right, Barrister. As a result of this arson, legal proceedings have been disrupted at that court. My question is, how will this affect citizens who are going to be denied access to timely justice? Will the cases be transferred to other courts, or what exactly is the procedure? What exactly should the people expect? Because apparently legal proceedings have been disrupted. So what should we expect from the government at this time and from the judicial arm of the government?
Well, it's not only the litigants that are affected. Lawyers are affected, even the judge, everybody. It is an issue that affects every aspect of those people that are there, and they will be litigants too. When you are coming to a court and you're not sure of what might happen to your case, is also a wrong signal. Absolutely. Which is one of the reasons why we are taking it seriously, and more seriously than ever. When you are coming to a court, you should know that, my case will be handled and will be concluded within specified time. Not that your case is about to be concluded and eventually the court is set ablaze again. That's a very wrong signal. It's a tarnishing information, tarnishing news about the judiciary, and it's not too nice for our state too. Osun State had quite enjoyed a very wonderful, peaceful coexistence, and so these small little things shouldn't really be happening to be distracting us. So
what should we expect?
Distracting us.
What should we expect going forward?
Well, like I said, like I was trying to say, the Attorney General has said that they are definitely moving into action almost immediately, barring some unforeseen circumstances, funding and some other things might be there.
All right. I'm talking about in the interim now, Barrister. I'm talking about in the interim. What should we expect?
Yes, in the interim, that's like I said the other time. In a couple of minutes, we're going to be on site with the judge involved and some other senior members of the bar, and there, the high people from high level organization from the judiciary also will be on ground. So we'll look at what we have to do, and the Attorney General will be on ground. So by the time all of us get there, definitely we will have to find a way around it, because that court is one that cannot afford to allow to be in limbo for unnecessarily too long because of this this unfortunate, unforeseen circumstance.
Unfortunate and unforeseen. Now, a quick one before we round off. Some have called to effect again having digitalization of the court, rather, to say if some persons we feel because of proceedings, why we are not preempting the investigations at all, but if just speaking to say because you don't want the court to sit, or because you want some materials burnt, because you want some evidences tampered with and all of those things, some person will come at the court to come and burn it. Some have already been calling to say, why can't we digitalize all the process? That if somebody will come and burn a court, you are just burning a building. It wouldn't tamper with the evidence, it wouldn't tamper with the process and all of those. What will you say to that? That if actually what we have is still papers and desktop and all of those things, possibly we should be looking forward to digitalizing our courts. Some of these things are operational now in parts of Nigeria like Lagos. Why not Osun?
Well, that has been our clamoring for over years, that that we should not be at the back seat in terms of development. Now, in the Court of Appeal now, at the Supreme Court now, you are filing, fine. It's not a total paperless situation. But when you, as you are filing your papers, you are also submitting your flash drive, your CD, and things like that, where you have all the documents. As you are submitting them, so also you have your copy of that flash drive or something. So whatever happens to the paper, you are safe. You know, the court will definitely have their copy, you know, which might even be with the judges. Of course, there has not been attack in the daylight here, which is still what we are still thanking God for, and we are very sure that there won't be such. So that means most of the time, all those attacks that had happened, they happened during the weekend or at night or something like that.
We have to go.
More often than not, those materials, electronic materials that we have, will not be at the chambers, or will definitely be with the judge or something. Perhaps it's attended to them, or they are kept somewhere. So this thing will not affect them. So we have been coming for this, and we hope that you know, there's no better idea than that is time had come. So we believe that the time of this had come, and it will not only be useful for that court, but for the entire
Thank you very much. Oluwaseun Wajaba is a legal practitioner and, of course, you know, an analyst. Thank you very much for your time and your take, Barrister.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, and these will be the size of the program for today. Thank you for staying with us. Femi Ojo is my name. We'll make a return for the midweek edition tomorrow, Wednesday. Thank you. God bless Nigeria. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please stay alive. Daniel.
And Emeka Dana is my name. I'm saying thank you once again for joining us on today's edition of Morning Spring on Western Spring Television. Let's do this again tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m., as we bring you the news and, of course, issues concerning us as a people, national and international issues. Don't forget to check out this conversation on our social media, and special thanks to the production team. Good morning and have a wonderful day.